picks and maybe get a couple good deals in free agency, but they got a lot of restructuring to do. So the next topic we go get into, we got to talk about the Cleveland Browns. Of course, they are. Never seen a team talked about so much. Total of only won 3 games this year, but when you got Shedeur Sanders and all of the circus around him, it's going to be a hot topic. So, of course, I put out the video earlier, which was common knowledge, but Kevin Stefanski came out and said that Shedeur is the starting quarterback going forward. Like, that's not something we knew. We knew whether he played good or bad, that Dylan Gabriel had his games, and Shedeur was going to get the rest of the games, the rest of the way, to see what they had in the 2 rookie quarterbacks. And listen, Shedeur balled out, albeit it was against a Tennessee Titans team that, me personally, they are not a good squad at all. Cam Ward does not have much on offense. Pollard could get loose. Spears is pretty good, and DK probably a good second receiver, but they don't have really much on that offensive side of the ball. And outside of Tavondre Sweat and Jeffrey Simmons, that defense is lacking. So, but to Shedeur's credit, he carved them up. And the fourth quarter, when the team was down, he was rallying the troops and he was getting those guys together, and he balled out. Threw for 365 yards. I think he threw for like 3 touchdowns, ran for 1. So he had a game. But, of course, the biggest elephant in the room was Kevin Stefanski. At this point, I think he wants to be fired, or he wants out of Cleveland at this point, because to take your quarterback off the field as hot as he was playing, a young guy, to not give him a chance to go down with the ship after he put them in position to at least tie the game, you don't give him a chance to, go through that adversity and see if he's that guy in that moment, that was just malpractice. That was malpractice. No one could tell me no difference. That was malpractice at its finest. I'm telling you, if I was Jimmy Haslam, I'd have walked Kevin Stefanski out the door after that game. This Wildcat, Wild Dog, whatever thing they were running with Quinshon Judkins, I said that they should have stopped running that when Dylan Gabriel was in the game. When they get down into that goal line situation, they down in the red zone, you got to let these quarterbacks learn how to process the field and make reads down there. Don't bail the quarterbacks out by having Quinshon Judkins playing this Wildcat-style offense because you don't want your quarterbacks to throw an interception down there. Well, how are they going to learn? Then you had Shedeur, as hot as he was yesterday. You take him out? Why would you do that when he put them in a position to win? So that was just goofy by the Browns organization as usual. They can't get out their own way because the Browns needed this situation. And when you have, when you've missed on the Deshaun Watson and you've missed on a lot of players, you let Baker Mayfield go and he went somewhere else and became a Pro Bowl player, you've missed the ball. So you got lucky and you fell into Shedeur Sanders in the 5th round. You actually have your own version of a Brock Purdy right now, where if this kid turns out to be something special or at least a valuable starter, the Browns might have got themselves out of the woods. Because if you guys heard my video, Deshaun Watson is in a 21-day window to come back. Now, more than likely, as long as no one gets hurt, Deshaun Watson will be the 3rd quarterback, and he's not going to play. But he has to stick around on your roster because he's going to be an $80 million dead cap hit if you release him. So the Browns have made a lot of mistakes. Andrew Berry hit on this past draft Because if he didn't, he would be out of here. When you got Quinshon Judkins and Harold Fanning, and you got the linebacker from UCLA, and you hit on all those picks, and all these guys are contributing immediately, and Shedeur, these guys are contributing immediately, I think he saved his job. But you can't keep having all this malpractice go on. When you got something good, you do something stupid. Like pull him from the game-winning drive, the 2-point conversion, to either send this game into overtime or lose or whatever the case may be. But that wasn't going to diminish Shedeur and the Browns playing really tough, showing heart to come back in that game. Now, it was weird that the defense didn't show up. The defense got hit with a lot of counters and misdirections at the line. That's why Rico Dow was going crazy. He almost had like 200 yards. So the Browns defense just really didn't show up. But they played with heart. The whole team played with heart. And Shedeur galvanized them to be in that game and give them a chance to go into overtime. And I don't know. Kevin Stefanski just blew it. It's just time to let that go. Whether he's a good coach or a bad coach, just let it go at this point. You know, being in Cleveland, being in a losing situation for so many years, I think it's war on him. I think mutually it's war on the organization. I just think it's time to cut bait. I do. I think it's not a good situation for them. You ain't going to get nothing out of this situation at this point. Just let it go. Let it go. So, you know, I think as a Browns fan, if you're a Browns fan at this point now, I would start head coach shopping because I don't think you can go through another season with Stefanski. But I would give Andrew Berry another year because he had a job-saving draft this past year, and he did a good job. So, again, you bring in a receiver in this draft, get you another veteran receiver on the other side to help Shedeur out, and I think they'd be okay. Like I said, you're in a situation where now you're not paying an absorbent amount for a quarterback outside of the one that you paid for in 2023. So if you get your quarterback on the cheap while you got another quarterback on your roster, that's an $80 million cap hit, you're doing all right.